Right, okay, good evening, everyone. My name's Dale. I run the Sack the Boss team. Welcome to our Friday night. Thursday night. Welcome to our Thursday night Facebook Live. So let me just very quickly share the feed. Brilliant. Right, okay, so what we're going to do tonight, I'm really quite excited about tonight. We've got two members of the team on the call, one from Wigan down in sunny England, and another of the Glaswegian Sack the Boss team. So we've got Mel from Wigan, Jane McCluskey from Glasgow, and we're going to hear from them a little bit later on about how they found joining the team, how it's worked for them, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as they say, because I've told them just to say, tell the truth, say it how they see it. Before we start, what I would ask you to do, if you're watching this on live, and yep, good, I can see there's folk watching, that's great. So if you think you know somebody who might be interested in making some extra cash right now, on this video, there'll be an option for you to share the feed. I think you can share it in Messenger to anyone privately. So you could say to them, look, you might be able to make some money working with these guys, or you can actually share it on your timeline on Facebook. There's lots and lots of folk looking for options right now when it comes to making money. And the traditional way of working it certainly looks like it's letting us down a little bit right now. So I don't think it's for any of us to judge whether somebody else needs this opportunity. What I always tell the team is put it in front of them and let the person decide whether or not they want to make some extra cash working with us. So before we go speaking to the girls, I'm going to play a quick introductory video just explaining the company, who we are, and give you a little bit of a background.
We've only gone and done it again. We've won another ritual. That's 10 years in a row.
Partners are the lifeblood of UW. Thanks to everyone here at Network Headquarters, we have a record number of partners joining the business and getting promoted.
Because of all our hard work, UW has won 4 MoneyWise awards.
UW is all about supporting incredible charities and institutions. And this year, we're behind Plastic Oceans UK and our NHS. We're all with you.
We can't be together, but we've never been better connected. Our business and people have adapted to working from home in style.
This year we've welcomed 738 new starters to the family. Trotters has never had this much business.
Thanks to everyone, UW now offers bigger and better home services. There's no stopping us now.
This year saw UW host its first ever virtual Express Day, and it was watched by more than 5,000 partners and staff.
Thanks to our new green initiative, we are now one of the nation's greenest suppliers, and that is something we can all be proud of.
And straight in at number 1, UW got a brand new look. Simpler, smarter and fresher.
You got wine in that glass, Jane?
No, it's tea. Look, I promise. I'm having the night off. I'm being a good girl.
Good for you, good for you. So we were meant to have a third person on. We were going. I kind of put out a Facebook Live yesterday saying that we would have. Last month we had our one of our top performers was a guy called Martin, a really good guy. Jane, you brought him into the business, didn't you?
Yep.
But he's not feeling up for it just at the last minute. I think has he maybe hit the wine too early?
I don't think it's wine. I think it's the cans, the tenants.
The tenant. Well, the football is on tonight. There's Celtic on and Rangers on.
I'm afraid he doesn't bat that way. It's the other side.
Oh, right, okay. So these are in. Well, luckily, listen, we've all got. Anyway,
faults, that's it.
No, I wasn't going to say that. Right, okay, listen, girls, I want to hear from you two. So we'll start with Mel, if that's okay, because Mel's quite new into the business. So Mel, first of all, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I know you're still working with your airline job, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just landed back this morning, actually. So yeah.
Did you? Where were you?
India.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah, 2 nights there. So
Really?
jet lagged.
Sounds great. But so listen, I just want to hear a bit about yourself. So what's your background? Where did tell us a bit about you?
Yeah, so I've been working for Virgin, so it's cabin crew for sort of 13 years now. The past 3 years, I've sort of had two children, so I've not been doing the flying. I've just been playing mum at home. So I've gone back flying part-time. Obviously, COVID hit and I was furloughed because there was just no flights going. So my income dropped. My husband also got made redundant at the same time at the start of the year. So, we were at home and we didn't have that huge expense anymore of not going out and about, but we still had to pay our bills at the end of the day, and we were both furloughed. Then my husband, as I say, lost his job, so we were really looking for an additional income. My husband luckily managed to get another job, but he'd taken like a pay cut, so to obviously take up like that financial burden away from him, I was then looking for that additional sort of income. And it was Carol Henderson who sort of introduced me to UW, and she put a post on about sort of how she's earned this amazing money in her first month with UW, and I was just really intrigued, and I was like, it just sounded too good to be true. I thought, I'll jump on the call. I had a little chat with her. I thought, I've nothing to lose by jumping on a call, just finding out what it's about. And then, about half an hour later, I ended up becoming a customer and a partner. And yeah, it was just a great opportunity at a really great time for us. And I did my training straight away. So I did my online training and just started getting appointments in. And so I've been with UW about a month now.
So and you've been working closely with myself in your kind of start, because for the folk that are watching that are maybe not part of the team, when you do join UW, they allocate you a company trainer, so they actually give you somebody who helps you and supports you through all your appointments. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. So I've been 100% supported throughout on every single call that I've done. You've been there. I've been taking all my notes and learning from you sort of the ways to do it and the right ways. And I think sort of the past week or two, I've sort of been sharing a few of the slides and sort of taking on that myself now a little bit. So I think I've got about another week with you as a mentor, and then I'm going solo, but I really feel confident enough now to sort of take calls on my own. And you've been amazing. You've always been there on the end of the phone or on social media, and you just answer any questions that pops up.
No, that's kind of you to say that. So well, that's all we're trying to do. The whole point in Sack the Boss is it's about providing support for people who are looking to have extra cash coming in, but don't want to do it for the traditional way, which is go and work for £10 an hour.
Yeah.
Absolutely no disrespect to anyone that's doing that, but at the end of the day, we're all people and we're worth what we're worth, and I just think we're all worth way more than £10 an hour. So the reason the Sack the Boss, the team is there, is to provide that support so that you go out and do really well, gain all the skills so that you can go out and essentially have almost a full-time income, but you're not working anywhere near full-time hours. Would it be okay if we just touched on the kind of money perks side of things, Mel?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So what's this? 3rd of December. So last month, how many hours would you think you put in with us?
I did quite a lot of training calls with yourself, so I'd probably say about 25, 30 hours max.
Right. Let's go worst case scenarios. 30 hours.
Yeah.
For the month, not the week, for the whole month.
Yeah.
And what kind of return did we get from that?
So we got 6 customers in that time. So £2,100, which is just like, it's made such a difference for like Christmas coming up. Obviously I said I've got 2 young children. It's just taken that whole worry away from like buying presents. I've really just spoilt them knowing I've got that income coming in a few weeks time, and it's just been such a lifeline for us. Like I can't even describe.
That's £70 an hour.
Yeah. And I fitted
And you-
it around.
and you-
I've not
yeah.
even left the front door to do that. I fitted it around the 2 kids. Stuart working. I've done it when they've napped. I've done it when they've gone to bed. I've even done it when they've been here sometimes. You know, you just fit it around and you make it work.
And perks wise, did we get any promotions in that? Because there was some company incentives going as well.
Yeah, so I hit the Christmas dinner incentive. So yeah, I get me turkey and
Brilliant.
roast potatoes and that for Christmas. So that's a saving. And then
Pigs and blanket.
Yep, pigs and blankets, don't forget that. And then I also hit QD and I got my box of chocolates and £100 bonus as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, just amazing.
So that's good. So how would you see the future? I mean, I know, look, let's be fair to you. You're only just in the door. You've a month or so in. But from what you've seen about UW, I mean, we've got nearly 50,000 partners UK-wide. So from what you've seen of the company so far, the support, are you confident about the future with us?
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited about where I can sort of go with it. I've signed up my husband now, so he's sort of coming on board as well. So he's sort of still in training with his job. So when that sort of settles down, he'll sort of start picking up some of the income as well. So we've got a really big potential to sort of, the sky's the limit with it really. And again, with so much support along the way, yeah, it's exciting.
Good. Well, listen, you've done amazing so far, and there's a couple of times I've thrown you in at the deep end on a sit, and you held your own. So I'm really pleased. So well done for you.
Thank you.
Well done, Mel.
Right, listen.
Thanks.
What's that, Jane?
I said, well done, Mel. That's fantastic.
Oh yes. Right, well done. So what I'm going to do, just for the people that are watching, before we go to Jane, I'm going to just quickly share, because folk are probably thinking, what did Mel do to make £2,100 from 30 hours? What did she actually do? Because I do get quite a lot of messages on social media, and they're like, Sack the Boss sounds amazing. What is it you actually do? So I'm going to just very quickly screen share for a sec, and I'm just going to just show the folk that are looking at this as a possible opportunity to make some money, the basics of what it is we actually do with folk. Screen share. Hope this works. So what I'm going to do here, I've got that up, that's fine. I'm going to press play on this video. So Joanna Lumley is the brand ambassador for the company that we operate in down in London, we partner with down in London. And this is the video that basically all we do as partners is we ask folk if they would be open-minded to making some money or saving some money. And if they say yes to that, we show them this information on a Zoom call. This is what UW partners and Sack the Boss team members actually do to make 200 plus for an hour's work.
I'll tell you why UW works for so many people. Instead of lots of bills from lots of suppliers, there's just one. How nice is that? It makes budgeting easier with one great value bundle. Gas, electricity, landline, broadband, mobile, insurance, everything is included. Yes, thank you. There are savings to be made on your UW card too. So it's easy to save hundreds of pounds a year just by shopping. Cash back every time you spend. How lovely is that? Once you've signed up, switching is easy thanks to their UK-based customer services team. They even fit LED light bulbs in your home for free, saving you even more off your energy bill every year. Getting just one bill frees you up from all that boring stuff for more of what you enjoy doing. How fabulous is that?
How many times a day do we hear that music?
Bobbing away.
So that's basically the video that we play to folk to show them what UW down in London do. And then we show them this slide, which just shows them all the credibility about UW. And I'll just zoom in on it. And it's just about the fact that UW is a company that has been trading in the UK for nearly 25 years, is listed in the London Stock Exchange, but they don't advertise. And by not advertising means that they can pass on the savings to customers in the form of better value utility services, and they're things that we pay every single month. I've been a homeowner for over 20 years, and there's never been a month where I've not paid a utility bill. But what most of us are doing is we're using companies that advertise in telly who end up getting us an introductory offer that price hikes us, and they just get all the money off us at the back end, whereas UW don't do that. You can see on the screen all the Which awards they've got. That's because Which investigate companies to see who's actually providing great service and who isn't. So all we do in the Sack the Boss team is show folk that information and take the volunteers. That's why when folk message me asking me, oh, is this sales? I always tell them it's not. Because every single person in the UK is paying these things already. They are just not with UW because they've never heard of us, because we don't advertise in telly, we're not on the radio, you can't access us on a comparison website because we don't promote ourselves on there. So the only way you can get access to some of the best value services in the UK with long-term pricing is by speaking to a UW partner. And that's all we do in Sack the Boss. So that is what folk do to earn themselves a couple of £100 for an hour's work, show folk the video, show them the slide, give them the numbers, which we get access to with an app on our smartphones. Is that right, girls?
Yeah.
And then the app works out the numbers, and if the customer likes it, great, we swap them over, and if they don't like it, then absolutely no harm done. That is the role of a UW partner. So I'll just stop that wee share. You think that's about the quickest presentation I think I've ever done?
Yeah.
Was it pretty thorough? Not really, but hopefully you got the gist of it. Right, listen. Now, Jane.
Yes.
Your halo's still there.
Is it not slapped?
No, it's still there. So listen, Jane, you've been with us for nearly 2 years. Would that be fit? Is that about right?
2 years, November the 17th. I'm actually over 2 years now.
Wow. So it's good to have you on the call, because a lot of the times we're bringing on new folk that are just in the door. So it's really good to hear from somebody a little bit more experienced. So for the folk who don't know you and are listening in at the call, and by the way, thousands of folk view these on the replays, so there'll be a lot of folk watching it. Give us your bit of background as to how you came across us in 2 minutes.
I was going to say that the long story is the short one.
The 2-minute version.
Right, okay, that's the short one. Okay, so I actually met you, I don't know if it's fate, but I met you returning my car because I had split up with my husband and couldn't afford the payments. So I had come into Audi and met you, took a business card. This is the short version, by the way. And managed to get a rental flat, and you came down and sorted all my bills. I don't know what's the right word to you if I say pester me, but you did stay in touch, asking me about the opportunity, showing me the opportunity, and I kept saying, no, not interested. I think, Dale, on the 4th time you had phoned or text, I decided to meet up at Costa to find out what this opportunity was. Within about 10 minutes of meeting you, I decided, what have I got to lose? I might as well give it a go. I was obviously a single parent. I had no money coming in. I couldn't find a standard job, a 40-hour-a-week job, because I had no childcare. So I joined on a Tuesday afternoon. By the Friday, I think you had mentored me and did 3 sign-ups with me. So I'd made over £1,000 within 3-4 hours. And that is the short version. The rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you're right. So it was through Audi was how we kind of came across each other in the business. Sorry, let's just see the Celtic there. So how's it? So 2 years down the line, how has it been?
It's been hard. I'm not going to lie. I think I started on a bit of a high. I don't think there's any lies in saying I kind of hit the road running, done great. November, December, January, February, the first 4 or 5 months, I think I might have been the top UK salesperson, maybe even. I think I kind of hit number 1 even in the UK most of my most months. But then it does get harder, and I understand that. But it's been a roller coaster. But it's changed my life totally. I've managed to get back on the housing, managed to get a house again, a mortgage. I've got a car again. I've got holidays, which is down to
A Q7. No, that's it's not like a house. It's like a house on wheels.
Yes. So it has been great. It has actually saved my life, for want of a better word, because it's the only job for me that I can do in my circumstances.
Yeah, because you just got the flexibility that you need just for your life.
Yeah, in fact, 2 weeks ago, as you well know, we had to isolate for 2 weeks. So I had my daughter for 2 weeks, like the same 2 weeks as you tell. So
yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah.
There's a story behind that one, but
yeah,
we had to isolate for 2 weeks because my daughter was in contact with someone that had COVID. So I wouldn't be able to do that with another job.
Yeah. And so. Yeah, the COVID thing has definitely shown how flexible this position can be. That's one thing I've really noticed, and our team as a whole has grown dramatically because of people needing that flexibility of working online. So it's been great for us to see that you can genuinely have a completely different way of earning money, and you don't need to leave the house. I know, Jane, you still like face-to-face. I've kind of started to evolve to doing a bit of face-to-face and a bit of remote. So I'm kind of doing.
If I had started when Mel had started and all I had known was remote, let's be honest, I would probably have mastered it. But I'm a wee bit old school. I am a talker. I like sitting with my cup of tea in front of somebody in the house. I like the personal side. But back to that thing, there's no set rules here. If that works for me, that's what works for me. I like to sit in someone's house. I like the trust issue, that they trust me and that they can ask me anything. But it works both ways, whatever ways works for you.
Yeah.
Right, money and perks. So,
I don't know if I've got enough time for that. There's that much.
I know you. Sorry, I didn't swear. You've hit pretty much every perk going, haven't you?
Yeah.
So 2 years in.
I missed a cocktail party, and I think that really hit home.
List them for us quickly if you can.
Okay, so started 2 years ago. I got Greece, which I shouldn't have got. Just quickly to hit on that, I started halfway through the year and wasn't actually in the right format to hit Greece. And I got a phone call on Friday night to say, "Listen, do you want Greece? You've done enough to get it." So, and I thought it was.
So you take Greece. What were you getting?
A week for 4 people. Was it 10 days actually? For 4 people, all expenses paid, top star hotel, all my flights, all my spending money for me, the kids, and obviously another person. So I was on the tout looking for someone that would want to come with me. But I should have got that, and they actually gave me that. I also was offered money actually from one of the. I also got a phone call because they knew my story, and actually the company offered to give me a loan to get me back on my feet after I'd split with my husband. Which again, I probably should tell you that one. Yeah, Wayne was it Wayne, one of the partners, wasn't it, in the business?
Yeah. Aye, look, head office are diamonds, absolute diamonds. They look after you.
So I've done that holiday. Got all the. I've had every incentive going, whether it be hampers, Christmas dinners, trips to London, trips to the races.
Epsom Derby.
Yeah, that was your fault. We missed the bus home. That was another story. Your fault as always. And then I got Disneyland.
Only because I was pissed.
Yes. I get Disneyland for 4 people. The story behind that quickly is I missed Greece because of COVID. So they are going to double Disneyland to a 2-week holiday for 6 people. So I've now met someone, Scott, so we're going with his kids as well. So 6 of us are going for 2 weeks. Disneyland, hotel, all my flights, all my spending money. And I've got Maldives. I've already got Maldives in the bag for 2022.
So the Maldives is 10 days for 2. Is it 10 days? 2 years?
10 days for 2. 10 days for 2, and I need to find a babysitter for the children. So Yeah, I'm hoping that Margaret helps out there. You might
Well,
have
she
some
does
wonders.
love children. So, and do we
There is
have?
something-
We've got another
there is
perk to
something
announce,
else.
have we not?
Yes. I haven't actually told them to this yet, so I have actually qualified and ordered my car, my money.
Oh,
I didn't want
Well
to
done.
say it
well
to the
done,
call.
Jane.
So money is ordered. I would usually have maybe have got it for Christmas if COVID hadn't been related to it, but
Yeah.
many haven't got. There's a bit of a longer wait time, so it's probably going to be February. But yes, all ordered and done. So I'm very, very
So
happy with that.
So you've got a brand new car from Utility Warehouse now. You can always stick it in the boot of your Q7 if you don't have anywhere to park it.
That's the idea, yeah.
Yeah. So
There's two people in the house driving. There's 3 cars up the driveway, so the neighbours will be talking about us.
yeah. So, and for the future, how do you see the future, Jane? Obviously, you've been here a bit longer, so for for some of the new folk in the team, it's probably quite good for them to hear from you about where you see things, because you, as I say, you've now 2 years. Obviously, I've been doing this 11-ish years, so.
Yeah, in fact, sorry, one last thing to say. I also won today. I got won a voucher, a £50 voucher today in the Advent draw because I signed a customer. So that was another wee Brucey bonus today. The head office had just phoned to say congratulations, because I was out mentoring last night. My new guy Paul is only started 6 days ago, and he got £100 voucher, and I got £50 for looking after him. So that was another wee.
Brilliant.
Out today. Where do I see myself? Well, obviously there's goals in the business that most people won't understand that are just watching this, but I'm trying to get group leader, which is another promotion that again secures more.
£2,000 bonus.
Get a £2,000 bonus with that, and it also secures more things for my future. With my residual income, which means then I'll get a pension scheme behind me, because currently I don't have a backup plan. When my businesses kind of fell apart with my divorce, I don't have a private pension. I'm relying on the state, which we don't even know maybe no longer. So the residual income is definitely, for me, probably one of the main things in this, that I have this willable asset for my children and this reliable thing in 20 years' time that I can rely on dripping in. Then now it's already a few £100 every month, and obviously in the next 5 or 10 years that's going to turn into thousands of pounds, hopefully. And between that, my holidays, my cars, I don't really need much else.
No. filled with mud house, probably.
I'm kidding, honestly, it's actually Rosie.
Right, listen, that's us, 19:29. I said we'd finish at 7:30. Look, I just want to thank you both for coming on the call. Jane, you're always quite busy, so I know night times are tough for you, so I appreciate your time. And Mel, I know you've got young kids.
I hid behind that door, so I'll need to get back to them.
No, that's fine. So listen, Mel, and you too, I really appreciate you giving us half an hour, because it's important for folk, more than ever, folk are needing options. And I get it. Our business model doesn't sound like the same business model you get when you go to Greg's, or you go and you work in, a normal job that says you'll get £12.50 for your hour. This is a different kind of work. This is a kind of work whereby you can earn whatever you want, as long as you've got a bit more drive to just go and get to work. But it rewards us a lot better. It's a FTSE PLC company, and we've already been doing this for 24 years. So, it's not as if we're doing anything new. We're really good at doing it. So if you're looking at this opportunity and you need a hand, reach out to Mel. If you know Mel, reach out to her. If you know Jane, reach out to her. Along the bottom of the screen that shows you our website, you can go to the website and you can download a copy of one of our magazines. All I would ask, if you're going to the website and you know Jane and Mel, just put that you were inquiring because you saw Jane, or you're inquiring because you saw Mel, and that way I can obviously put you in touch with them. But thanks so much, everyone, and I'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right.
See you later.
See you all later. Cheers.